but you can only lose your attitude 3 ways. So brain activity is the technical term. It's when more electricity gets diverted to different parts of the brain and more blood flow goes to that area. When you are in danger, where does your brain want most of the activity? In your senses. It wants it in your senses so that you can hear things coming better. Who here has been really stressed out and someone's been chewing really loudly and you're like, can you stop? You guys been there before? Right? So you're more sensitive to noise. You're more sensitive to, you're more alert, right? You're more, do you know what, you feel that tension. That's because your brain has pulled the activity, the blood flow and electricity, out of the front of your brain and into the back parts of your brain that are responsible for your senses. So you're more aware. But what happens in the front of the brain? Intuition, empathy, problem solving, emotional control. Do you think bless you, do you think you need any of those to be good at sales? And so when your guys are losing their attitude, what's really happening in its purest sense is they're starting to get into an anxiety loop about their performance or about their camp controls or whatever, or they're getting desperate and then getting those rejections from customers, whatever causes their attitude problems, which really, again, is only ever 3 things. I know you guys hear me preach this all the time, but you can only lose your attitude 3 ways. You can get desperate, but you can only lose your attitude 3 ways. You can get desperate, which means you stop believing in the LOAs properly and the 3 times a day properly. You can output focus, and there's various ways you can output focus, like not racing your ghost. Let's say someone else is doing better than you and you start thinking about output focus, or there's extra pressure on you that'll make you output, whatever it might be. You're focusing on the result and not on the actions. Or you're talking about and thinking about can't controls, excuses and problems that aren't in your control to fix, right? Rather than thinking about the can controls, which is just the previous 2 things, your work ethic and your skills. And so any of those is going to lead to that. And we can cut it off at the cause, but we can also treat the symptoms. And that's what we're going to talk about right now.